What's up guys, John with Multiple Gaming, and I'm coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Today I'm bringing you Infernoids. The last Infernoid deck profile I came way too late. It was very outdated at the time, and I do apologize for that. This one is up to date, and yeah, this is actually a competitive way to play it if you want to play it this way. First to start off, we have 3 Infernoid Decatron. The only normal summonable monster in the deck, so you want to play 3 of them. Decatron is great opening play. You can set up for different things. You can mill whatever you really need into the graveyard with Decatron. It's just a great card overall. Absolutely needed in the deck. He's also a tuner for the deck. If you don't know what he does, when he's normal summon or special summon, you can send an Infernoid monster from your deck to the graveyard. He gains the levels. So he doesn't get the level of, so if you send a 3, it's going to be a 4. He gains the levels and the effect, so depending on what you send or what you need, you can use Decatron to get it. We're playing 3 Infernoid Harmodic. Harmodic is your monster destruction. Instead of attacking, he can pop a monster on the field. 3 Saitimus. Saitimus is actually really good. When he attacks a monster, he can banish a card on the field. It doesn't say when he destroys a monster, it says when he attacks a monster. So, yeah, he's actually really good. 3 Petrula. Petrula is your spell and trap destruction. We're playing 2 Untonadel. Untonadel is your double attacker. He's good for OTKs and stuff like that. We're playing 1 Infernoid Entra. Entra can target a spell or trap card, return it to the hand, and then 1 Primus. Primus can target. Oh yeah, hold on. I hate these two because I can never remember the effects. Target a face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Target a set spell or trap card, and return it to the deck. I always get them mixed up. But he targets a face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand, and he will target a spell or trap card and shuffle it back into the deck. Decent cards, only need 1 of each. Especially with Decatron and stuff. You don't really need them. We're playing the 1 Anuchu. Anuchu is your Dark Hole, basically. Feared Wipe when he's special summoned, destroys all of the monsters on the field. And then we're playing the Heavy Storm, 2 of, because of the secondary effect, Deviati. Deviati, again, is a Heavy Storm when you drop him on the field. The real reason you want to play him is because when your opponent activates a card effect, he can destroy another monster on the field and negate it. I believe it's a once per turn effect. Then we're playing Small Lightsworn Engine. We're playing 2 Raiden, 1 Lila. The reason we're playing Lila is because this card or this deck is very susceptible to stopping special destructions or special summons with like vanities and stuff like that. So I want to have a lot of outs for that kind of stuff. So Lila is an out for that kind of stuff. The last monster we're playing is Electromagnetic Turtle. If you don't know what he does, if he's in the graveyard, you can banish him and negate a battle phase of your opponent. You use him, can only be used once per the duel. That's why you're only going to play 1. He's a really good card. For the Lightsworn Engine 1 charge of the Light Brigade, you mill the 3, you add the 1 to your hand, just kind of a little extra for the mill. And then the 1 Voidseer, only really need 1. Voidseer, it's good if you have it, or good in the graveyard. Either way, I kind of like it. Of course, moving on to 3 Reasoning. Reasoning is like the go power of the deck. If you draw on the Reasoning first turn, usually this deck can explode. Reasoning, your opponent declares a monster level. You keep flipping cards. If you hit a monster of that level, that can be normal summoned. You add it to your hand. If you hit a monster that is not that level, that can be normal summoned. You special summon it. So either way, great card. 1 Monster Gate, tribute 1, mill until you hit a monster. That can be normal summoned. Not really sure why Reasoning hasn't been hit yet. Reasoning is also played in Cosmos. Cosmos also plays Reasoning. So yeah, it's yeah, Reasoning. 2, I would say somewhat tech choices. A lot of people have kind of been catching on to this Scapegoat. A lot of people only play 1 though. I opted to play 2. This is for Deviati's effects, basically. Also, if you can't draw into a Reasoning, this is really good defense. Even though a lot of people can go for OTKs, they don't expect you to flip a Scapegoat. and it doesn't really matter if it's milled. That's why I'm playing 2, because a lot of times it will get milled, and you kind of want it. But he's good for Deviati's effect, where you have to tribute 1. You can tribute off a token and stuff like that. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. Again, for field spells, stuff like that, you really want to get rid of. Stuff that keeps me from special summoning. I need a lot of outs, that kind of stuff, so we're still playing the MSTs. 1 Burial from a different dimension. Target 3, put them back in the graveyard. I would play 3 of these if you could, but you can only play 1. Good card all around. 1 for 1. If you need a Decatron, you don't have a Decatron, 1 for 1 is the card for you. Search out your Decatron, special summon your Decatron. Foolish Burial. Dump whatever you need into the graveyard. If you need a Decatron in the graveyard, dump them in the graveyard. 1 Regeki, just for monster hate overall. Just really don't want monsters. Only playing 3 traps. 2 Breakthrough Skill, because I hate monster effects. Especially monster effects that can be activated on my turn. We want to negate those. And then the 1 Vanity's Emptiness, because it's an overall good card. Good against mirror matches and stuff like that. There is the deck. Onto the extra deck. We're playing 1 High Speed Roid Chimbara. If some of you don't know what this does, he's generic, so we can play him. And the reason we want to play him is because he gets 2 attacks, and he goes up by 200 attack each attacks. So if you've cleared your field, and you make, like if you cleared your opponent's field, and you make him, it's an instant 4,600 points of damage. And this deck is very OTK oriented, which is why we want to play this. The 1 level 6 vanilla, the Gaia Knight, the Force Earth. Because of our level limitation, you need vanillas. 1 level 7 vanilla, the Scrap Archfiend. Good vanillas. We're playing 1 Yazi. Yazi, for his primary effect, can't be targeted by other card effects. If you kind of need to sit on one, there you go. 1 Moonlit and 1 Black Rose Dragon. Black Rose Dragon, I don't really care if I blow up my field. Moonlit just kind of keeps you from special summoning a lot of big janky stuff. The 1 Michael, because he's still a good card, and because we can make him. The 1 Psyframe Lord Omega. I would play 2 if I had to. I only have 1. Because he can banish himself and one of your opponent's cards, you banish him off your field when you need the summoning power, or like on your opponent's turn, and then he comes back and it's like, yeah, I still have a big card and I got everything else. So 1 Star Eater, because we can make him, he's a good card. 1 Gem Knight Pearl, level 4 vanilla, kind of need it. 1 number 101, Silent Honor Arc, and 1 Castell, Skyblaster Musketeer. That's for the 4s. For the 7s, we're playing 1 Mecha Factor Beast Dragossack and 1 number 11 Big Eye. Good cards overall, can be made. And then for the 1 level 8, we're playing Ulsi, the Sylvan High Protector. He has a mill effect. Once per turn, I can name a card. If I'm going to name Crystal Beast, whatever, I usually want to mill that 1 card. Now, he has another effect of when a card is sent to the graveyard, I can detach 1. Yeah, target 1 card on the field and place it either to the top or bottom of the deck. So, your opponent's cards, place it to the bottom of the deck. So, it's really good in this deck. I may actually bump him up to 2, take out the level 6 vanilla, the Force of Earth, bump him up to 2. He's a really, really good card, and we're playing a lot of 8s to do it. So, there you guys go. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe for more. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys later.